Hey guys, B here with our next installment of Nerd Herd on this day, September 23rd, in our year of the pandemic 2020. Hello and welcome. Today is kind of an overcast kind of day, and it feels actually pretty good temperature-wise and humidity-wise. Happy fall. I love fall. It's my favorite season. So I hope that you are enjoying the weather that we've been having the past few days. Hopefully it stays in a pleasant kind of feel. So today I am going to talk about the first few chapters in We Set the Dark on Fire by Taylor K. Mejia. And I think I said this before. I've read this book once before, and I really enjoyed it. Well, I got up to the very end. I didn't finish it. So, yeah, in the first few chapters, we start off with kind of a prologue where we are introduced to some lore in this world, where there's the sun god and the salt god and the moon goddess and Constancia, and we learned that the Medio School for Girls is kind of like a preparatory school. It's kind of like it prepares young women to be wives to men, right? In the same fashion as this lore that it's kind of like a Genesis story in a way. So it's an interesting concept where in practicality for the current time in the story, the husband gets two wives, the primera and the segunda. And the primera is the wife that is all logic, right? And the segunda is the wife that is emotion. So the imagery has been interesting so far, and the tone almost of how the primeras and the segundas differ. So our protagonist, our main character, Danny, is a primera, and so the way that she conducts herself is very kind of straight-laced, very calm, very calm on the outside, right? She is very level-headed and doesn't show any kind of emotion to the outside world. She keeps all of those cards very close to her chest. Whereas the segundas are overflowing with emotion, and they're very animated and wear bright colors and heart on their sleeve kind of thing. So, but we also find out a little bit about Danny's childhood and her family, and that they came from beyond the wall. We're not really sure what that means exactly, but it's kind of taboo to be from beyond the wall, and her parents snuck her into Medio, which is they didn't sneak her into Medio. They snuck her over the wall into the area of town that is less taboo. Still a little taboo, but not like as bad as being from beyond the wall. And her parents worked very hard to save up enough money to get her these papers that are fraudulent, so they're not accurate, they're not true. However, it enables Danny to get into the Medio School for Girls, and she will now be able to improve her life by basically marrying into wealth and status. So these are things that Danny's parents want for her. They want her to have a better life than they had. And so Danny feels very compelled to honor those wishes of her parents and achieve the goals that they set for her. And so Danny is very dedicated to being a good student at the school for girls. And when we are introduced to her, there is a protest going on outside of the school, and it's in the middle of the night, and no one knows what's going on. But there are these security guards, and they're coming in, and they're going to check everyone. They're going to make sure that everyone is on the up and up. And Danny's papers are not on the up and up. And so it seems to be kind of like a, ooh, uh-oh, what's going to happen? Is she going to get caught? And if she gets caught with bad papers, then that basically is, she's going to get kicked out of school, but more than that, she's going to go to jail, and it's not going to be good for her. So as she's being walked back to the interrogation room, a medic says, "Hey, are you okay? You look kind of like not okay." And Danny was not okay, but she kind of faked an illness a little bit so that she could be pulled away and not have to be interrogated and proven that she doesn't have correct papers. So when the medic pulls her aside, we find out that he's not really a medic at all. He is a man named Sota, and he is with La Voz. And what we know about La Voz is that it is a criminal group, and that you do not have anything to do with them, or else it's almost like a guarantee that you're going to go to jail and bad things are going to happen. So naturally, Danny is very much like, no, I don't want to associate with you. What's going on? But Sota has papers that can get past the guards, and so he replaces her formerly fraudulent papers with new papers that will pass an inspection, so she will not get found out. This is really good, because getting found out is not good at all. So yeah, we're introduced to Sota, and then Danny runs into Carmen, and we find out that Danny had confided in Carmen a little bit when they were younger, and so Carmen knows that Danny is from a rougher neighborhood kind of thing, that she grew up poor. I don't think that Carmen knows that she grew up from beyond the wall, or that she was born beyond the wall. I don't remember exactly, but Carmen does know that Danny was, she didn't grow up in privilege, right? And so Carmen and Danny have this beef. We're not sure why they have beef, but Carmen is not very nice to Danny, and Danny kind of holds her own and pushes back a little bit. But it's obvious they have bad blood, right? So then in chapter 4, chapter 3, we get to the marriage ceremony, and so the primeras and the segundas are going to be married to their husbands all at once, all of the graduating class at one time on one night. It's seems like a lot, but it's how things roll. And so we find out that Danny is going to be married to a young man in the Garcia family. Let me see what his name is. Okay, it's Alberto Mateo Luis Gonzalez Garcia. Long name. So, Alberto is going to be Danny's husband. And then after they announce Danny, they then announce that Alberto's segunda is Carmen. So, Danny and Carmen, who have beef, now have the same husband. Dun dun dun. So, oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. So, yeah, that's where I stopped. That's where I stopped reading. So, yeah, we're gonna see. I think that the next part is kind of an introduction to the life at the Garcia household, and we'll get to learn about a little bit of the family dynamics in the next chapters. So, yeah. Are you liking the book so far? Do you like it? Let me know. Drop a comment and let me know if you like it so far. I think the cover is just gorgeous. Isn't it beautiful? So yeah, and if you haven't gotten your copy yet, you can pick up your copy of this book at the library anytime we're open, 9 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 10 to 2 on Saturday. So, if you haven't gotten your lib crate yet with your copy of We Set the Dark on Fire, then go in and get it. It's waiting for you. In the meantime, wash your hands, take care, be kind, and we'll see you on Wednesday. All right, peace out.